ASMR Podcast. If you would like to follow us on Twitter, find us at ASMR Podcast. My name is Tariq Sheikh, and you're listening to Blu Steel, where I pick a Blu-ray steelbook from my collection and I discuss the packaging and the film itself, and I do it as an ASMR style recording because it's an alternative to the shouting and fighting and arguing on the internet. This week I've chosen Star Wars, the original trilogy steelbook on Blu-ray. This is one of my favourites. Let's have a look at the steelbook itself. I'm going to take it out of the plastic cover that I've got for it. Now, it comes in a J card, and it's a Star Wars classic logo, and below it says A New Hope with the 4 behind it, Empire Strikes Back with the 5 behind it, Return of the Jedi with the 6 behind it, and Roman numerals, of course. And I'll just take off the G card. So it's a really nice steelbook. So on the cover, at the top, Star Wars in classic typeface. Then of course you've got, it says New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, with their Roman numerals behind them. And the cover is just perfect. It has Darth Vader's face, and you can see his lightsaber in the corner as he's holding it. On the back, it's an image of Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader during their duel in front of the Emperor. You've got the Emperor in the background sitting on his throne. So that's a nice little back. There's no writing, it's just an illustration. So I really like this steelbook. It's black, it's mostly black. And I really like the illustrations on the front and the back. So let's open it up. So in the inside we have the 3 discs. On the disc 1 we have Obi-Wan Kenobi. Just have a photo of his face. And on disc 2 we have a face of Chewbacca. And on disc 3 we have a photo of Darth Vader. I'm just going to take out these discs. Now on the inside of the steelbook, on the left hand side, we have Han Solo, Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker together in a still from the film. And on the right hand side we have a photo of Yoda. So that's on the inside, left and right. Now we're going to put the discs back in. its theatrical release. It's 121 minutes long and it's a PG rating. And it's, of course, a classic sci-fi action-adventure, directed and written by George Lucas, starring Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, and Peter Cushing, Alec Guinness. It had a budget of $11 million. Of course, it has a classic soundtrack by John Williams and the London Symphony Orchestra, one of the all-time great scores to a film. Now, I'll admit, I'm not a complete Star Wars nerd, because I like Star Wars and I understand it. I understand the story and the characters, but there's a lot of mythology about the Star Wars universe that is kind of lost on me. A lot of people get into things like the stormtroopers, and are they clones or are they not clones, or Boba Fett, how cool is that? Is he because he's a bounty hunter and things like that? That's when Star Wars fans kind of lose me. So I like to keep it simple, and I admire the franchise for what it is, and it's obviously the hardcore fan base, they go nuts over it, and that's pretty cool too. So let's just read about the opening to Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. I'm just going to read the intro. If you've not seen Star Wars A New Hope, watch it, come back and listen to this later. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, it is a period of civil war. Rebel spaceships, striking from a hidden base, have won their first victory against the evil Galactic Empire. During the battle, rebel spies managed to steal secret plans to the Empire's ultimate weapon, the Death Star, an armoured space station with enough power to destroy an entire planet. Pursued by the Empire's sinister agents, Princess Leia races home aboard her starship, custodian of the stolen plans that can save her people and restore freedom to the galaxy. Following the opening crawl, the frame moves down in the starfield and we see a pitched battle between two starships in orbit around the desert planet of Tatooine. A small rebel blockade runner, the Tantive 4, is being pursued by a mammoth Imperial Star Destroyer, the Devastator. Inside, protocol droid C-3PO and utility droid R2-D2 are tossed about as their ship endures a barrage of laser bolts, and 3PO concludes that escaping capture will be impossible. The rebel ship is so heavily damaged that its main power reactor must be shut down. It is caught in the Imperial destroyer's tractor beam, pulled into the hold of the larger ship, and boarded by stormtroopers from the Empire's 501st Legion. A huge firefight ensues in the corridors of the rebel ship, with many rebel soldiers being lost in the battle. When the smoke clears, Darth Vader, a man dressed in a black cape, black armour, and a black helmet that obscures all his features, briefly surveys the damage before interrogating the ship's captain, who claims that the ship is on a diplomatic mission to the planet Alderaan. Vader perceives that he is lying, noting that a consular ship would have an ambassador on board. In actuality, there is a diplomat aboard, Princess Leia Organa, but she is hiding from Vader, the second-ranking man in the Empire, which tends to support Vader's thesis that somebody on this ship is entire ship and to bring all the passengers to him alive. And of course, C-3PO and R2-D2, they land on the Tatooine. They find Luke Skywalker, who befriends Obi-Wan Kenobi, and from there on, the adventure begins. We'll leave it there for now. I'm excited to watch the whole trilogy on Blu-ray, because I've not had the chance to watch it on Blu-ray. But yeah, I mean, like I say, I love the characters and the story itself. It's just I'm not a hardcore Star Wars fan as much as, you know, a lot of other people who understand the mythology and of all the side characters and all the different planets and etc. etc. But if you haven't seen the Star Wars trilogy, I would advise you to check it out, because of course there's a new trilogy coming out, and The Force Awakens Episode 7 that comes out this December, and that's going to be really exciting, so you might as well get caught up with all the previous films. That will do it for this week. Thanks for listening. Remember, if you want to find me on YouTube, Twitter and Facebook, just search for Film Gob. So until next week, take care.
This has been a production of Herdiat Media.